Bats, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Honey Bat if this is your first time here. Today we are going to be opening up the Shopkins Real Littles. This is a brand new series. I think we're on series 13 now. Wow, can't even believe it. These feature even more real products. So as we can see, we have the Good Humor, Eggo, and Briars on the front. And while these two look very, very similar, you'll notice that the character that shows and their little detail here at the bottom are different, so we're going to be taking a look inside both packs. Without further ado, let's get started. I thought before we actually open the pack, we would take a quick look at the back since we've never opened these before on the channel. It says, Real Littles are now in the freezers. Chill out with some of your favorite frozen brands. Stock up with the sweetest real branded frozen treats. It's the cutest way to beat the heat. So my guess is that the entire collection this time is going to be frozen foods. I'm not sure, we'll have to check the checklist. Just like in the last Real Littles series, these two here on the sides are just decoration. We have one Shopkin that we can see, and the other 7 will be inside of our container. So here's the one that we could see in the pack up close. This is Birthday Cakey. It's a common figure. And the little container over here is going to open just like the Boom Chicka Pop from the last series. He does fit inside there, but he is just so cute that I cannot bear the thought of hiding him away, so we're gonna go ahead and take a close-up look of him instead. There's a bite taken out of the top of his head over there. You guys can see the detail from the inside. Each individual little bump is textured so you can feel it. They kind of feel like those little non-perioles, those perfectly circular sprinkles that are on donuts and ice cream. I don't care for them much, they hurt my teeth, but they do feel pretty cool on him. If you guys can catch it in the light just right, there's actually engraved wood detail on the stick, not just the little emblem, but also just like the regular natural wood kind of texture that you would find. I think that shows up pretty well. If the first one that we see is so cute, I can only imagine what the other 7 are going to look like in this pack. And there's no better way to know than to look at our collector's guide. So here's our rarity chart, the little snowflakes here. Common, rare, ultra rare, special edition, and limited edition. Pretty standard for the Shopkin bunch. Underneath that we have the popsicles, and these are my favorite growing up, the little firecrackers, and I still love them to this day. Then we have ice cream snacks, and there are quite a few of those. Then we have ice cream tubs, and there are a few of those as well. On the back we have frozen meals, and this one is probably going to be my favorite. I loved Casey Cuisine in the last series, and she's going to look very, very similar. Then we have frozen pies, the slushies, which are the special edition this series, mini meals, and breakfast. I'm not going to lie, I've never found a Shopkins limited edition before, but these look awesome. Even though they look a little freezer burnt, I think the Choco Waffle is my favorite. We're now ready to open up our mystery container here that's going to have our 7 Shopkins and mini packs inside. I do apologize for the glare. This is a metallic finish. It's a little harder to avoid it. This is the Good Humor birthday cake packaging, and it's supposed to have this little tear strip on both sides, but I couldn't get it open, so we're just going to go ahead and use our little snippers. And that's still not enough, so we're going to use them again. I'm afraid I'm going to cut something inside, but it actually looks like it's going to be protected by cardboard on top, so next time I don't need to be quite as careful. And inside, just like last time, we're going to have our little yellow blind bags. Just like last time as well, there's a small perforation on the bottom that's going to pull the whole thing off in one big strip, but I'm just going to be opening them up one at a time to see what we found. And the first one we found is actually going to be the special edition Slush Puppy. So this is a really cool thing to find first, no pun intended, because this is the Frozen collection. We're going to go ahead and take out our blind bag. And I think just like the previous seasons, I'm actually going to need to use my snippers to get into these as well. But once we get that ripped open, we're ready to see our little Shopkin. This is the So Sour Apple Slushie. The green is kind of squishy, not as squishy as like the Pop-Tart filling, but it's definitely not the same hard plastic. It's also a little transparent. We can even see our little straw through it. And here they are together. On to our second find. This one feels really flat. And I don't think I've ever seen this one before. This is Morningstar Farms, and it says that it's going to be chicken nuggets. So I've got to figure out, I don't think you have to rip these to get them open, but maybe you do in this series. The good news is that you don't have to tear them apart. I was just having trouble getting the top to separate. So inside we're going to be able to see our little chicken nugget guy, and he is stuck all the way down in the corner. This whole pack is giving me a little bit of a problem. I have finally freed them from their packaging prison. This is going to be Dip and Dunk, and this is an ultra rare find. So it's these two cute little chicken nuggets playing leapfrog, it looks like. They are textured like a real chicken nugget, and I just found out that Morningstar Farm is actually a vegan food company. The next find in our pack is going to be this one here. And this is actually going to be a tub of ice cream that says natural vanilla. Here it is up close so you guys can actually see what it says. Here's all the detail going around the container, and these are going to open up just like a real ice cream container from the top. And inside we're going to find our little blind bag. There's a little character in there that we are going to free from her little plastic baggie, or his. And it's going to be a little scooper. Oh, it's not even just a spoon, it's an actual little ice cream scooper. It's got the little button there on the side. Looking at the container and all of the detail on this little Shopkin, this is going to be Vanilla Briars, not to be confused with Vanessa Vanilla right above it, who looks very similar. That little green snowflake says that he's a rare figure, so our good luck in this pack continues. He has a sweet little face for a plain scoop of vanilla ice cream, although I am really glad that my ice cream in real life does not have eyeballs. I think that would be a little creepy. I do love the little detail of the ice cream scooper, and this Shopkin is the same texture all the way through. It's kind of flexible and bendy, but definitely not the squishy that we got used to with the last collection. On to our fourth little mystery over here. We have 4 more to open. 3 more after this one. We found another ice cream container. This is going to be the Cookies and Cream edition. This is actually the back of the container. You guys can see the little barcode there to pretend to scan. And on the front we can see the little Shopkins logo. We're going to go ahead and open up our ice cream tub over here. This is Cookie Cream Briars. This is also a rare figure. So we see the plain vanilla ice cream with the little chocolate bits in it. And then there's this little cookie that looks strangely like an Oreo on the top, sticking out of his head. We have 3 more surprise packs in here. We're going to go ahead and open up the next one. And this one was the one I think I wanted to see the most. This is the little kids cuisine box, and I think we're going to be getting the one that's going to look like Casey Cuisine from last series. Again, just a ton of detail on these. Mine does have a little bit of defect, like it caught some glue or got scraped along the way, but that is okay. The back looks completely intact, as well as the sides. So we're going to go ahead and pry it open. And inside we have found Maisie Meal. Now, the only thing that throws me off a little bit is that on the container, everything looks white. So my guess is that that is a printing error because food should be more colorful than that. Taking a look at the outside of our box, it looks like we're going to have some French fries and little mini corn dogs, a brownie, and some corn. And it may not be showing up well on camera, but everything inside looks just as textured as all of the other Shopkins have. You guys can see the little compartments there on the back. I still love the clear detail that looks like the cellophane you would get on a real TV dinner. 2 more surprises. We can kind of see a little bit of detail through the packaging there. And this is going to be what looks like a little pot pie. This one is broccoli, cheddar, and potato pot pie. And there is the front. Warm, hearty, and delicious. I beg to differ because you really shouldn't eat Shopkins. In real life, though, pot pies are delicious. We're going to go ahead and take out our blind bag. And take a look at our newest little Shopkin edition. This is Pot Pie Pete. He is adorable. He's a common figure, so if you like him, he may be easier to find than some of the others. We can see the little broccolis and cheese and potatoes spilling out of him. He's just so cute. I love all of the little details. He has paint on the bottom. Now, why are all of mine painted? That seemed to peel off pretty easily. That must be a manufacturing thing. This is our last surprise for this pack, but don't worry, we have another pack coming up as soon as this one is done. And we've actually found some Cinnatoast from Eggo. Once we zoom in, we can see all of the detail on the front and the sides and the back. I really like that you can see the shape of all the little toasts if this was a real product. And we're going to go ahead and pull this out. And this is kind of a heavy one, definitely one of the bigger Shopkins. I'm going to gently cut open the top. This is another common figure. These are the Cinnatoasties, and I expected it to just be one little sheet, but it's actually 3 all stacked up. And I like that this one in the back is smaller because it helps it stand up by itself. This Shopkin has 4 individual faces on each of the individual little toasts, and they are all making a different expression. This one kind of reminds me of a little baby because you guys see the tiny little tooth there in the bottom. We are finally ready to open up our second pack. The Shopkin that we could see inside the pack is Berry Briars. It comes in this little strawberry ice cream container. The Shopkin features the little see-through bowl, the little molded arms on the front, and the little painted face. Again, these are not super squishy, but they do have a little bit of give. We have some very light pink ice cream with little red bits all the way throughout, and 2 little tiny strawberries on the top. And this is a common find. We are once again back to our big mystery pack. I have tried to rip this open, it's not working, so we are going to go ahead and use our scissors, and now that I know that the Shopkins inside are protected, I'm just going to go ahead and cut through there instead of trying to take off the top piece. The first thing that I notice is that we have 3 entire duplicates here. We have the same slush puppy, the same pot pie, and the same little chicken nuggets. So we're going to go ahead and set these aside. First up, we have vanilla chocolate and strawberry ice cream from Briars. We're going to go ahead and open these. And inside we have found yet another little adorable ice cream character. This is Vanilla Chalk Briars. It's got 2 little scoops of ice cream, one with the eyes closed and one with the eyes open. A little strawberry and some whipped cream. Actually, no, that is a little vanilla flower, I believe. And the little spoon in the back. Again, all one texture. Nothing is super squishy. That last one was a common figure, but the New York style cheesecake from Briars is actually going to be a rare figure. So we're going to go ahead and open up our container and take out our Shopkin. Well, this one has no face. Just kidding. This is NY Cheesecake Briars, and it has 3 adorable little faces. The 2 that are open have green eyes, and then we have the little one making the closed eye face on the top. I do like all of their eyebrows, though. I've never seen eyebrows on my ice cream. I love all the little details all the way around. Makes it look like it's got some real strawberries all mixed in. I like that the little arms are up on the top figure and bottom figure. And in this one, they are still molded into the ice cream. They're a little hard to see on camera, but they're there. Here we have even more ice cream. These are the Klondike Crunch Bars. There we go. Now we can see it upright. It says, "Now with more crunch." Again, don't eat your Shopkins. I don't know why I feel the need to say that, but I do. All right, we're ready to cut open our blind bag. This poor Shopkin has this giant bite out of the top of it, but that's okay. I love the shape that it gives it. This is Crunch Klondike. He is a common figure, and just like our last little figure, he has those bright green eyes that I like so much. He has texture all around the top, all those little crunchy bits. There are some on the back, and it includes that little fold there that helps them stand up on their own. And our last one is going to be something that is not ice cream. These are the Eggo Thick and Fluffy Double Chocolatey Waffles. We're going to go ahead and open that up. And inside, we're going to find a little waffle. This is our little octagon-shaped waffle. This is Choco Waffle, another common figure. So we have the little waffle detail there and the little dollop of whipped cream there on the top. Has blue eyes and not as an expressive face as the other ones, but the arms are still molded to be looking up. I do like that he's a little crooked because whenever he stands up, he stands at an angle. he has a ton of detail on the back as well. Each of these little divots is engraved, and I think he's really cute. Here's a final look at all of the Shopkins that we found. We opened up 16 Shopkins today, only found 3 duplicates, so we have 13 unique figures and their 13 mini packs. Another great thing about this collection is that, at least in these 2 packs that I've opened, I don't have any of the cardboard boxes. These are all plastic. I'm not a huge fan of the little baggies because I find them extremely hard to open, but maybe that's just me. But I do love that they have listened to feedback and are now doing the all plastic containers. I feel like they're way more durable and they're so much easier to open, so way to go, Moose, on those. Please leave me your favorites down in the comments, and while you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. It helps my channel, it helps more people find me just like you did, and I really do appreciate it. It's no surprise to anyone that my favorite is going to be the little kids' cuisine here in the front. I just love that little clear detail. I will see you guys in my next video, and until then, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye for now!